Hi, my name is Nicolas Domanjou, responsible ICT and technical standardization at ILNAS. ILNAS is a public administration under the supervision of the Minister of the Economy. It represents a network of competencies relating to quality, safety, and conformity of products and services, and its mission is to support national competitiveness. In this frame, ILNAS is a national standards body in Luxembourg, and it is conducting an ambitious standardization strategy for the period 2020-2030, aiming at encouraging the involvement of the national market in the process of technical standardization and its appropriation of technical standards. Information and communication technologies, ICT, is one of the three strategic sectors targeted by this strategy. And ILNAS carries out, with the support of the economic interest grouping ANEC, a specific policy on ICT technical standardization in order to address the needs of the national market. The promotion of the relevant standards and of their use is one of the objectives of this policy. In order to facilitate the access to these standards, ILNAS notably provides the opportunity to the market to consult them freely on reading stations installed across the country. I will now give the floor to Ms. Rim Doha, who will present you concrete examples of ICT standards and explain you how to access them. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I'm Rim Doha from EIG ANEC, which is supporting ILNAS in implementing the National Standardization Strategy. The role of ANEC standardization departments is to support the development of standardization activities at the national level and to promote the benefits of participating in standardization. Among the mission of ANEC is to create awareness and disseminate new information in the field of standardization in order to support the competitiveness of companies in Luxembourg. So today, we're going to talk about standards related to cloud computing. More specifically, standards related to transparency of service delivery and billing, and how we can consult these standards. But before presenting you standards and standardization activities, let's discover together what is cloud computing, their challenges, and why these standards are here.
Cloud computing is a technological capability to use IT infrastructures and services that are not installed on a local computer or server. And it's characterized by a broad network access where the resources are available over a network and accessed through standard mechanisms. The use of cloud services can be monitored, controlled, reported, and billed. This is an important feature to optimize and validate the delivered cloud service. Cloud computing offers an on-demand self-service tool where the customer can provision computing capabilities as needed automatically or with minimal interaction with the cloud service provider. Another feature is elasticity and scalability, where the physical or virtual resources can be rapidly and elastically adjusted, in some cases automatically, to quickly increase or decrease resources. Due to all these characteristics, the adoption of cloud computing by companies is increasing year after year. According to Grand View Search, the global cloud computing market size was valuated at $274 billion in 2020 and is expected to have an annual growth of 19%. And of course, with this rapid growth of cloud computing, many challenges and concerns affect both providers and users, and may also influence the adoption rates of cloud computing services. Among these challenges, we have efficiency of service provisioning, information security, portability between providers, data privacy, compliance with regularity requirements, interoperability, transparency, and so on. Actually, transparency of service delivery and billing represent one of the top-rated concerns on cloud computing, since millions of customers and businesses across the world depend on cloud computing. So, cloud computing infrastructure requires approaches like standards that include how cloud infrastructure services are priced and compared in a transparent way. So, today, we will present some standards related to transparency on cloud computing. So, what is a standard and why do we need it in cloud computing? A standard is a document that establishes a common language and provides requirements, guidelines, specifications, or other precise criteria that can be used to facilitate integration and interoperability, ensure efficiency of security, enables meaningful comparison of measures, and reduces complexity. So, the adoption of standards are important for the continued growth of cloud computing markets. Where there is a common technical standard, the users of cloud resources are able to migrate between providers, which reduces the costs and risks associated with being locked in to a single provider. It helps also cloud customers to understand the legal aspects of cloud and also help to make contracts more transparent, which helps to drive buyer confidence, in addition to many other advantages. So, related to cloud computing standardization, ISO IEC GTC1 is a joint committee for ISO and IEC, which covers the field of information technology. In this presentation, I present you some standards and a technical report published in this committee, mainly from one of its subcommittee AC38 dedicated to cloud computing and distributed platforms. In addition to this, I present you a standard from the subcommittee AC27, which is dedicated to security and privacy. Here we have the technical report 23613 for cloud service metering elements and billing modes. The purpose of this document is to provide basic clarity and guidance throughout a simple set of cloud service metering elements and billing modes for different cloud capabilities type. It helps cloud service providers establishing billing systems and helps customers to choose, purchase, and use cloud services in more transparent way. The document can be used to guide, purchase, audit, and manage cloud services. Actually, the cloud service provider makes pricing schedules based on service level agreements or quality of service according to one or several metering elements, which make the understanding and the well description of the service level agreements very important for more transparency. To meet this need, we have ISO IEC 19086 series for cloud computing service level agreement framework, which is divided on two important parts, an overview and the technical heart. So here we have the first part of cloud computing service level agreement, which is about overview and concepts. So the document establishes a set of common cloud service level agreement building blocks that can be used to create cloud service level agreements in order to avoid confusion and facilitate a common understanding between cloud service provider and cloud service customer. The second part is metric model. So the document aims to establish a common terminology, defines a model for specifying metrics for cloud service level agreements, and includes application of the model with examples, and it is for the benefits of both cloud service providers and cloud service customers. And this document is currently under amendment. Regarding the third part, is about core conformance and it aims to specify the core conformance requirements for service level agreements for cloud services, and it is also for the benefits and the use by both cloud service providers and cloud service customers. And finally, the last part is about components of security and protection of personal identifiable information. This document can be used by any organization or individual interested in the understanding, creation, or modification of a cloud service level agreement. It specifies requirements and guidance for the security and protection of personally identifiable information components. For your information, all published standards can be consulted free of charge via one of the following reading stations. The reading stations are spread across the country, as you can see here. They are available in read-only mode with no obligation of buy-in. I will show you later how to use these reading stations. And all the published national, European, and international standards can be also purchased via ILNAS eshop in PDF format with single user or multiple user license. You can buy them in your preferred language. There is also a possibility to contribute to the development of cloud computing standards. In order to be involved in the standards development process, you can register as an expert in the National Merit Committee, through which you will then be able to participate in the work of the SC38 dedicated to cloud computing and distributed platforms. For your information, ILNAS, the National Standards Body of Luxembourg, proposes a free registration to all its national stakeholders. The registration can be done using the registration form available on ILNAS website.
As I presented, ILNAS offers various services for the national markets, in particular, the read-only consultation of published standards, using reading stations located in Luxembourg. Right here, on premises on ILNAS, we have a reading station. Let's discover together how it works. So here I am on the main page of the reading station. You can simply write the name of standard or a keyword. I will write, for example, cloud computing. Then the page will return a set of standards. I will choose the one that I already presented during the presentation. Cloud service metering elements and billing modes. The page will return some information about this technical report, like the technical committee where this project was developed, and also some information like start of the vote on the final project and also end of the vote on the final project. And obviously, we have the PDF where you can have or you can read the full contents of these documents. Here we have the cover page, and of course, you are free to browse and read all parts of these documents. Well, we reached the end of the presentation. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions concerning the presentation or you have an interest to be part of standardization community, don't hesitate to contact us by phone or by email. We will also be happy to hear from you if you have ideas about updates of cloud computing standards. I will also be your contact point if you are interested in standardization activities for other ICT topics like data center, programming languages, e-learning, and so on. And of course, we will be happy to have you on board.